morning, everyone. Happy April 2nd. It is day 4 of distance learning, and you guys are really starting to get the hang of it. I have watched you do 2 days of Pear Deck notes. I've watched you take a quizzes and do a nice job on that. And so I just want to say, keep it up, keep the good work up. A couple of different pieces of information that I want to make sure that you understand is, or that you're receiving on your end, is that everything that we do on Pear Deck, that is important information that you want to have in your notes. If you don't have that information in your notes, that's what will help you do well anytime that I give you any assessment, like quizzes or finding out how you're doing and what you know, or for you to create something from what we are learning. After today, we are going to be moving into some new territory where I'm no longer reviewing, but I'm teaching something new. And so having those habits down, such as making sure you are taking those notes, or even if you can print it out or find a way, make sure that you have that so that you can study it in the future. Second item is, I have noticed that sometimes students have not watched the video and caught on to some specific details that I'm giving. Make sure that you are listening to the video and also learning from, if I look at yesterday's work on a Pear Deck and point out what the answers are, that's what those videos are going to be valuable for. Fortunately for today, yesterday was just the quizzes, so there's no material to go over, but I want to remind you how valuable those videos that we are creating are. We just found out that we are going to be starting Zoom soon, so that will allow me to go over information with you. Now that we're starting to teach new information, it will give you the opportunity to go live with me and ask questions and dive deep into the material more if I'm not getting into some information that you are looking for during those videos. Today, we are going to be working through energy notes that is still review. We're going to be looking at the different forms of energy, and they are fill in the blank. For your notes folder, you have a sheet that we filled in the blank for all of these. If you don't have this information, go to Moodle, go to chapter 5, page 240 to 247. All of the information is in there. I took the material and I wrote those sentences right from the book, so it's transferable, and that is in Moodle in those links at the top of that Moodle page. There are the resources for you. So the learning target for today, this will lead into tomorrow's activity, but now that we are learning about all the different forms of energy, take a look at this learning target. I can trace the changes of energy forms, including thermal, electrical, chemical, mechanical, or others, as energy is used in devices. So now we not only need to know potential and kinetic energy, but we want to know what is happening in a device and how did it give energy to a different area or a different part of the device, or how did it pass that energy on? In order to understand this, we need to know those different forms of energy that are available. I didn't put any fill in the blank with this video or with this slideshow, this slide to be specific, because we've already covered it. When we're adding up potential energy and kinetic energy in a moving object, we call that mechanical energy. So this one's an easy one. What I should have done for this slide, though, and you'll see it when you go back in, is I will want you to draw a little picture in that upper corner that shows the movement. So that's a note for myself to go back in and add that. The instructions are as follows. Here are your pages. I already went over this. If you already have it, that's great. You're just going to be filling in the blank. If you don't, you do have a little bit more work to catch up, but that might be because you missed school or because you don't have a copy of these notes and it's important that you make them. The forms of energy, thermal energy, you are looking for the words that go in here. The new piece that is not in your notes is drawing a picture example of thermal energy. The book has those. You can also look them up, but work your way through this: chemical, electrical, sound, light or radiant, as we know, nuclear energy, and then we have the fun mnemonic device. In the past in class, when we've had a list of things that we need to memorize, I've often given the advice of memorizing a sentence, a silly sentence that helps you remember the first letter of each of those, so that you could name all of them. If we were playing a game in class, if it was passing the ball to you, you could name them all and then you could go get in line. We've done that with firecracker, but this is a way for you to memorize those different forms of energy. For example, many serious llamas can never endlessly twirl come up with something on your own that helps you memorize. When you finish that mnemonic device, you are done for today. Tomorrow, we will be taking these forms of energy and practicing them in a PhET simulation. So, a lab for Friday is what I'm expecting you to do. The riddle for the day today is a one-story house is yellow. Everything in it is yellow. So the walls are yellow, the ceiling is yellow, the floor is yellow. What color are the stairs? That is my riddle for the day today. I'm going to be checking your answers. Good luck. And if you have any questions about anything that's on the Google Classroom page, I'm learning little things, little tricks, and things that I need to follow up on as well. And so I always could use any advice and saying, "Hey, Mrs. Smith, it would be really helpful if you put this here," or what is the information there. I'm happy to connect with you. I miss you guys, and I like having emails going back and forth. Enjoy your day. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.